Hello everyone, it's your boy B3, back with another fantastic action figure video. A while back, we took a look at a Tyrannosaurus Rex figure that we determined was a bootleg of a Chap May figure. And today we're kind of doing the same thing, looking at this bootleg Bemstar. Now, Bemstar is an Ultra Kaiju, a classic Ultra Kaiju, even appeared in War of the God Monsters, if you can believe that, as a reused suit. And it's a pretty popular one. Big star penguin monster. And I got this at a local store for a few dollars. And to me, this clearly seems like a bootleg. It's possible that it was in a set or something, but I am 99.99 repeating % sure that this is a bootleg Ultra Monster Series Spark Doll Bemstar. Why do I think that? Well, first off, it has no product information, no date, no made in. And you see the feet here? You see how they kind of cave in a little? That would probably be where they dremeled away the actual copyright information from the original figure before making the bootleg sculpt. And the paint is also not fantastic. I know it's a Showa monster, and sometimes this stuff is wonky on them, but I mean, the paint on the claws and the horn is really, really lacking. It looks kind of like a wash, but I think it's actually just not really thick paint, and it's really sloppy line work all over, even on the beak and the eyes, and it's a lot cleaner on the chest, but it's still not great, you know? It's still not great. The sculpt is fine, but that's because the sculpt is what is bootlegged, not the paint. Allegedly. But yeah, I got this for a few dollars from a local store. They weren't selling it as a new thing. It's like a resold item. But, yeah, this is a bootleg. Almost certainly. If anyone recognizes it as not a bootleg, let me know. But I mean, you'd have to do some heavy lifting to change my mind on this one, folks. But I do want to show you, it does have one point of articulation, the head, which is not cut really well. It's also really sloppy. And he's squishy. You know, it's not really hard plastic or anything. A lot softer than Ultraman figures typically are. But, I mean, they're usually soft vinyl, but he's a little too soft. Much like my little baby skull. But I am going to zoom out and show just some size comparisons, because I know in action figure reviews you guys often expect them. First up, I'm actually going to show him with a dinosaur, though, because I display my kaiju and dinosaurs together. So here he is with the Safari Limited 2021 Spinosaurus. So yeah, a lot of kaiju are based on dinos, so I like to show dinos in these. But let's go ahead and get rid of that and show him with another Spark Doll scaled figure, like this Ultra Hero Series 500 Ultraman Gingasturum, who's much too big. Even this Spark Doll is too big, so that's interesting. But if we look at an Ultra Monster Series figure, I think from a couple years ago, this Alien Bolton, that looks much better, because the monsters typically scale better with the monsters. I still think this is actually a Spark Doll Ultra Monster Series sculpt, but there's so many figures of Bemstar. I guess it could be something else. That being said, I do think it's a Spark Doll sculpt, because the Spark Doll monster sculpts typically actually scale better with the monsters than the Ultras. Speaking of Ultras, let's show a bigger Ultra with the 2006 Hunter Knight Tsurugi from the Ultra Hero series. They don't really make them big like this anymore for the most part, but I mean, it doesn't work. Yoink. And then how about the YMSF kind of modern paint Gabara open mouth version? Ooh, zoomed out a little too far there. But you can see that's not super perfect either, unfortunately. Moving on to the Movie Monster Series Godzilla Filius. Sorry if I seem tired, that's because I am. My mom's in town today and they took her out and stuff, and it's really late at night and I'm exhausted. So but here he is with a Godzilla, not really working there. And then how about a high-grade Gashapon Godzilla 1989. That one's just too small. So not really doing super great with the Godzillas. Also, if you want to see a review of this 1989 Godzilla, let me know. So far, everything else I've shown in size comparisons, I believe I have actually already reviewed, and the rest of the size comparisons should be already reviewed stuff as well, like this 1999 Ultra Monster Series King of Mons, aka King of Monsters. Yeah, that's not perfect, unfortunately. And then you have the NECA 2019 King of the Monsters Godzilla. And last but not least, the Playmates Toys Godzilla Terrestrius. I guess that's much more serviceable. So yeah, it looks like he scales well with Ultra Monster Series Spark Dolls for the most part, but a lot of the 6-inch stuff, that's not going to work out. So yeah, final thoughts. This bootleg is serviceable, I suppose. It's almost immediately recognizable as a bootleg. Can you believe they had this in a glass case because they thought someone would steal it? I mean, some kid might have, but yeah, this probably isn't something I'll hold on to forever. It was an interesting little piece. It was a few dollars. A local independent retailer, so you know, it helps the local economy and whatnot. But yeah, one day I'll probably have a better, more official Bemstar, and I'll probably end up getting rid of this guy, maybe a giveaway or put him in a lot or something. Feels weird to sell him as an individual figure since he's a bootleg. But I'll do something with him one day, but not until I have a licensed Bemstar figure. Anyway, that's it, folks. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links down below, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.